Afternoon baseball from the Motor City, Comerica Park here in downtown Detroit. Ought to be a good one here between the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers. Tigers baseball is next. Justin Verlander gets the ball for the Tigers in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA under 4. For a starting pitcher, that is very dependable. They're just looking for a consistent start here in this one.
Alcides Escobar makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Shortstop, Alcides Escobar.
And our first pitch is taken for ball 1 as we are officially underway from Comerica Park.
First pitch, 107.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Verlander into his motion. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Forecast high calls for 80 degrees, but we're at 76 here at opening pitch. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Takes this the other way to right. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And he will make it there with a double to start the ball game.
Boy, that's an ideal start to the afternoon right here. If nothing else, you want to let this pitcher know that you mean business. And I think this is going to get his attention right away as he kicks things off with 2 bases.
Mike Moustakas is in now, looking to get something to the right side with that leadoff man at second to start the ball game.
Yeah, it's really important to have a productive at-bat right here. You know, it's such a big deal to jump on a team early, especially when you're on the road.
Oh, he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. 1 away. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, Matty, I love what Alex Gordon does for this offense. He's one of the best clutch hitters in baseball. If they can get guys on base ahead of him, they'll have a great chance to hang a crooked number on the board.
Lorenzo Cain takes his first trip to the plate with the leadoff man still at second with 1 gone now.
Well, it would have been a lot nicer if that number 2 guy could have moved him over to third base. It would have been easier to drive in that early run, but guess what? A single will probably still get the job done.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Iglesias will put this one away, and that's out number 2. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the Detroit Tigers. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, not enough people give Miguel Cabrera credit for what he's able to do defensively. Remember, he came up as a shortstop with the Marlins, then moved to third base, and now is one of the greatest hitters to ever play the game. But that overshadows his defensive abilities. He's no slouch with the leather.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Kinsler's there for it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Royals leave 1. Royals nothing. Tigers due up. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Danny Duffy, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA under 4. For a starting pitcher, that is very dependable. They're just looking for a consistent start here in this one.
And striding in is the second baseman Ian Kinsler now to get things rolling in the home half of inning number 1.
Number 5, second baseman Ian Kinsler.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Oh and 1, here it comes. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
Hot shot on the ground is short. On to first is Escobar, 1 away. A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers starting lineup. Steve, how do they send these fans home happy here today?
Well, I think what they need is a little bit more consistency from the middle of that order. They need production with runners in scoring position.
Stepping in, Cameron Maben. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the windup and the pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Yeah, Joe has a little bit of a tough strike zone to figure out, guys. It's never too crazy in any one direction, but it's not always as consistent as some people would hope.
And Maben comes up empty on that one, and it's 0-2 now.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And that misses 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Skied into straightaway right. Dyson on the run. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. With a moment now, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for Kansas City. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, you got to love having Alex Gordon in the outfield. Remember, he's a converted third baseman. It absolutely flies, gets a great jump, and really leaves it all out there out in the outfield. He's won 4 Gold Gloves in a row, 2011 through 2014. He's as good as it gets.
Miguel Cabrera is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. 2-0. You still come after him now on 2-0?
I think you have to be a little careful, but yeah, I don't think you can just give up on him.
2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
And that had all the looks of a guy who was going to take a giant hack. 2-0, no matter where that pitch was. EK, I know you never did that.
No, not me. Maybe once or twice.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
and they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
And a good job there to